Hello, welcome to this update. So let's discuss the tropics in parts of the Western Pacific on this video in the Indian Ocean. So we have still Typhoon Shanshan, and it's alright, kind of weakening there. As you can see on the satellite, it's very weakening. It will turn into extratropical later. And then there's the other system there, 91A, the invest. It's at a high chance of formation there off the west coast of India. It might turn into a brief tropical storm there in the Arabian Sea. So let's see. So here's the Typhoon Shanshan. It's now, they say typhoon there, but there is an update. It's now tropical storm Shanshan, and it will go down to a depression, then extratropical by like Saturday. So let's see what will happen to this. First, some winds, they are still strong. Let's put the pin somewhere. So let's see, 70 kilometers per hour in some areas, and Kagoshima on the back side of the system still experiencing some very strong winds, and then this will keep going. Still by Friday, tomorrow, some strong winds left near Kagoshima, parts of southern Japan there, but then this will keep going. The strongest of winds will likely transition to central Japan near Osaka, some 67 km per hour gusts. There in the ocean, like between the islands of Japan, some 81 km per hour gusts. Then let's put it there. Let's see, it keeps going. But this is like the Europeans doing some crazy stuff. It's like keeping the system there strong, like lingering there a lot, and then eventually it goes and weakens there by like Sunday into Monday. But still some gusty winds left in central Japan by like Monday. It still shows some gusty winds close to 100 kilometers per hour, but these models have been all over the place. So this scenario will probably be different. Show some gusty winds by Tokyo by like Tuesday, then it finally leaves there. So let's see, this is the European, the GFS has some strong winds now. Let's see, in kilometers per hour, it shows some 62 kilometer per hour gusts, some areas there. Then this keeps going and weakening there. Still a gusty wind or two near Osaka in some areas, close to 63 kilometers per hour. Then it goes out there and weakens. This is the GFS. The icon has, let's see, it still has the system very strong there. Some very strong gusts in some areas of Shikoku and some other regions there further north too. Some very strong winds, and in the south side of the system there's still some very gusty winds in Kagoshima there. So the icon keeps it going there. Still some strong winds, and does the same thing as the European. It takes this into the ocean again, and then it takes it into Japan again. I don't think that this will happen, but it takes it into Japan again, and then it weakens later. But two models are showing this, the icon and the European, but the official track has it continuing through Japan, kind of lingering there near the ocean, but then eventually going up and weakening there. So let's see here, where's the official track here. So it has like going through southern Japan there, between those islands, and then finally weakening like by Sunday maybe and Monday. So let's see. So the wind is one thing, be careful with the gusty winds, but the rainfall is another thing. So let's see the icon first. So in the next 1 day and 4 hours, it already has more than 100 millimeters of rain near Hiroshima and some more Uto and some other areas. Just close to 190 millimeters of rain just north of Hiroshima. Tokushima, some 87 millimeters too, more in the south. So let's see, in the next 2 days and 17 hours, the icon has to go into the ocean, make landfall again, close to 400 meters. So this, I don't think this will happen. The storm is already weak and it won't strengthen much more. So I don't think this will happen, but this model exaggerates sometimes. And in the next 5 days shows close to 600 millimeters as it keeps going there, more than 100 millimeters for central Japan and 200 as it goes there. But I don't think this will happen. I think the GFS is more realistic now. It shows still near Osaka, close to 140 millimeters as this lingers there, 150 millimeters there. Let's see. Is in Tokushima 159 millimeters, 210 in Okinawa, and actually 259 there in Tokushima, 163 in Maruto. So this is more realistic, I think. In Hiroshima 111 millimeters. So still be careful with the heavy rain. Might cause some flooding in these areas of South Central Japan, and be careful. In southern Japan still shows some rain around Kagoshima and some areas, but nothing crazy. And the European has this crazy scenario similar to the Icon. So the European has 700 millimeters of rain in the next 5 days as this system lingers there. So I don't think this will happen. I think you'll go there and weaken like the GFS is showing. But you never know. 2 models are showing this, so you have to consider the possibility. So, and the European's a good model, so let's see. So it shows 700 millimeters there, 400 near Tokushima, 100 near Oshima, 300 millimeters there, 200 millimeters in Osaka, Nagoya 100 millimeters. Let's see. Toyota 116 millimeters, Hamamatsu 172 as the rental of the system pass by, and as the system weakens and leaves, Mai leaves 64 millimeters of rain in Tokyo, Koshi, and as it goes through central Japan, more than 100 millimeters as it crosses like through central Japan and goes out into the ocean there. So still, please be careful with that heavy rain left from the system in southern and central Japan, and be careful there. So let's see. The waves are still kind of big in those areas, and be careful with rip currents and currents there. So let's see. This is the rainfall model, the GFS. It shows the system there. Still some very heavy rain in those areas in Hiroshima, in the region of Fukuoka, going Saturday in Osaka, Hamamatsu. It lingers there and then eventually leaves. So please be careful with that heavy rain there. So, but even the GFS model has this like exiting to the ocean and going in again. So, and it depends on how long the system kind of lingers there. The rain impacts will be worse or better. The longer it stays there lingering, the worse the rainfall will be. Just like the European is showing it there in the ocean again, going inland. So we have to monitor this. So please stay safe there, and let's see here what's happening. And the temperatures in Japan are like in the 20s there, even some 30s sometimes. Might be lower because of the system passing by. And yes, let's see here. So the other system there is still causing some heavy rains there near India and southern Pakistan, but mainly there near India. So let's see what else. So you can see some storms in Pakistan today and the system in India there. So now it's like this. Still some very heavy rain in western India, storms in southern Pakistan. So be careful. Then the European model has this going there like turning to a tropical storm there and then lingering very close to the coast. Maybe it's a tropical storm and then going down and weakening. Maybe bringing some storms to Oman later by Monday. So be aware there. Let's see, the GFS has it there too. It's almost a tropical cyclone, but not quite. But as it lingers there in the ocean, but like by Saturday, this might be a tropical storm already there in the ocean. And then it goes, kind of weakens, might bring some storms in Oman later by Monday. So be aware in Oman by Monday. And the icon, it has also it there, turn into a tropical storm, especially in the ocean. It shows a formidable tropical storm there, and some storms in southern Pakistan. And then it has going kind of into Iran there, and then weakening and bringing some storms to Oman as well by Monday. So be aware there. And the rain accumulation from the icon, let's see now, still some rain in western India, the storms in Pakistan. This goes through the ocean, eventually the storms in Oman there by Monday. Southern Iran might have some rain too. The GFS still saw some rain in western India. Let's see, passes right through the ocean, might have more storms in southern Pakistan, and it goes into Oman. And the European showing still some heavy rain in western India today, as the system is still there. More storms in southern Pakistan because of the system, and it has passing very close to Pakistan. Some storms in southern Iran and Pakistan, and then it goes into Oman later. It has more than 100 millimeters there in Oman as well. So be careful in those areas. The storms in Pakistan, the leftover rain still in western India from this, and eventually in Oman. Be careful there. And it still has in northern Pakistan more heavy rain and storms in the next 5 days, so be careful there. Let's see, it has more storms for northern Pakistan, northern India there, especially these areas of south central Pakistan has more heavy rain there, so be careful. The GFS has a similar thing, some more storms throughout Pakistan there, even eastern Afghanistan, some more rain, and the icon has also some heavy rain in south central Pakistan there, and some storms further north there, so be careful in Pakistan with the storms and everything. And there's this new system brewing in India there. It shows in the next 5 days more than 174 millimeters in the coast of eastern India, central India 200 millimeters, 154, 200, let's see, some areas 100. So be careful around those seas there with the storms the next few days, 200, 100 millimeters. There'll be some heavy storms because of this system. The GFS has a similar thing as well. It shows all through central India. This crosses like central India, more than 100 millimeters through central India, especially these areas around Tala, Pay, Talai, some other areas further north, 100 millimeters as well. So be careful. There'll be some very heavy downpours in central India and storms because of this system. And the European has a similar thing. It has a big area in central to eastern India of more than 100 millimeters, all the way to 200 in some areas. And this sea is right on the coast there, 100 millimeters, let's see, 183. So be careful, there'll be some very heavy downpours there because of this system. Let's see here. Wait. So it has all the way to 205 millimeters there, 210 millimeters. So be careful, there are some very heavy storms. Further north, some more storms as well. And any of this accumulation could be thunderstorms this time of year. So shows some 20, 40 millimeters in other parts of northeastern India. Could be showers and storms there. More there. Let's see, more rain through China, but that's like Tibet. That's so high. Maybe some rain and snow there. And let's see, in other parts of China, some other rain. Southwestern Sri Lanka, more than 100 millimeters. Be careful there. And into western India there, more rain through the coast in western India, but please be careful with this rain there, central eastern India. So as you can see here on the model, there's that system spinning there now with the heavy rain. Some storms already occurring there. The system keeps going, more heavy rain and storms continue to those areas of central eastern India, and they get very heavy, like this is Saturday into Sunday, some very heavy storms there. They continue like Saturday afternoon into Sunday, some very heavy storms. Northern India, Nepal, some more thunderstorms and rain as well. But the heavy rains from this system continue into Sunday. They continue there. More storms in central to western India by like Wednesday, next Wednesday, as the system goes through western India there again, and more storms later. So please be careful there, central to eastern India with this system. So let's see, next 5 days in northern areas, it's already showing more than 100 millimeters in southern Thailand. Let's see, Bangkok 60 millimeters, but some areas of southern Thailand, more than 140 millimeters there. Western Cambodia, southwestern Cambodia, more than 100 millimeters there as well. So the monsoon is reactivating some parts of southern Thailand there, and still very robust in Myanmar. More than 100 millimeters there for southern Myanmar. So be careful there, like southern Myanmar, those areas, more rain, more heavy rain and thunderstorms. So, and be careful in southern Thailand. Let's see, in the next 3 days it shows some accumulation there, about 80 millimeters. Next 4 days already jumps to 162 millimeters. So between the next 3 and 4 days there will be a lot. The next 5 days, all of that. So be careful. Central Thailand, more showers and storms during the day too, so be careful. Might be more storms and showers. More accumulations for northeastern Thailand, more storms. Might have more showers and storms in Laos, especially during the afternoon. More storms there. Southern Laos, some more storms. Let's see. Southern Vietnam shows some areas of higher accumulation. Might be more showers and storms throughout southern Vietnam and central Cambodia these next 2 days, so be careful there. Showers and storms. Northern Vietnam might have some more storms too, and a little bit less in southern China, but still might be some afternoon storms and stuff. Through eastern China, some more rain and some storms, and southern China there. But southeastern China together with Myanmar shows more there. But like eastern China, let's see, shows some rain near eastern China, might be some thunderstorms. Northern China, close to Mongolia, some rain too. Central China there, some rain, might be some storms. The east coast of South Korea, North Korea shows some rain. And in Taiwan there shows some rain and storms too. So be careful there in Southeastern Asia. Let's see, the GFS has the same thing, a similar thing, more than 200 millimeters in the coast of Myanmar. Be careful there, Myanmar. And in Thailand and Western Cambodia shows more than 100, even 200 millimeters there. So be careful. In the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Indian Ocean, more than 100 millimeters. Might be some more heavy rain and thunderstorms the next few days there. Be careful in those islands too. Sri Lanka. So let's see, the GFS has more in the Philippines, some areas close to 100 millimeters. Those western areas 150 millimeters. But be aware, more tropical showers and storms throughout the Philippines. Some storms might be heavy, with some heavy rain in spots. And always be aware of flash flooding. Let's see, the Euro has a similar thing, but more scattered. Let's see, some areas of more accumulation and some areas of less. 50 to 70 millimeters next 5 days. So just more tropical showers and storms there. In the Philippines, be careful. 71 millimeters in Manila, so be careful there. And let's see, but both the Euro and the GFS have this crazy accumulation in the ocean there. This might be another system trying to form. We'll check the model in a second. More thunderstorms and some heavy rains in these islands in the South China Sea as well. And northeastern India, we have some more heavy rain. So in the next 2 days shows some 41 millimeters there in some areas. Next 4 days, some 81 millimeters. Next 5 days, 124 millimeters there. These areas in northeastern India, so be careful there. Parts of Myanmar together with northeastern Bangladesh shows more than 100 millimeters. I think this is India still, sorry, not Myanmar. So this is still India, more than 160 millimeters there. Be careful with more heavy rains, might be some flash flooding. Northeasternmost India, more than 100 millimeters there. So please be careful, some more dangerous rainfall. Northeastern India, northern Myanmar, a little bit better, but shows still some 100 millimeters in spots, 77 and 81 millimeters. So still a lot of rain there. Be careful. And this is mainly it. So let's see some stuff. So this like snow, the snow accumulation, since the mountains of Tibet are very high. Next 5 days it shows more snow there in Tibet, in those higher areas of Nepal. Some snow there too in the highest peaks, and all throughout Tibet. Shows some snow in the mountains of China, close to 36 centimeters. Let's see, in Tajikistan, some snow in the mountains. Kyrgyzstan, close to Russia, Mongolia, some snow in the mountains too. So yeah, and let's see. some wind gusts, some stronger winds in northern China there because of that system leaving the rain and snow there. So be careful in those mountains of northern China. Might have some very strong gusts there. Let's see, and with this cyclone in southern Pakistan and India, shows some very strong wind gusts too there, so be careful there. This keeps going, some very strong gusts continue in southern Pakistan, some very strong winds there, even just sudden Iran later, some very strong winds, and this goes into Oman with some gusty winds there, so be careful there. The gusty winds in Japan there, because the system in southern Mongolia and China, some gusty winds continue, and in India because of that system nearby, some occasional gusty winds near Sri Lanka too. So and you can see in the Western Pacific the new tropical system forming there, just east of the Philippines, and later it is the European model. It has like a typhoon forming approaching the southern islands of Japan there. A like strong system. The GFS is like a major typhoon near Taiwan and the southern islands of Japan by September 7th. Then it forms there. And the icon also has a typhoon just east of the Philippines there by like September 4th, and this forms a little bit earlier. So all the models are showing some development on that. Taiwan and the southern islands of Japan might have to watch for this later. So yeah, so stay safe from the rain, storms, and everything. And this mainly it. More rain in Western Guinea too, in northern Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia, some rain, but especially in Western Guinea, heavier in spots. These islands, I think this is Palau, but I'm not sure. Shows more than 100 millimeters the next 5 days in Palau, 61 millimeters in Guam, and Micronesia there. This is the intertropical convergence zone, so of course there will be heavy rains, but close to 100 millimeters next 5 days. Be careful there. And the European model has a similar thing near Palau too a lot, so yes, so be careful there, stay safe, bye.